YouTube. All right. Hello, everyone. For people that are on Instagram and for people that logged in my YouTube. First of all, welcome to this hot weather. It is almost 40 Celsius in São Paulo right now. So, following our protocol of being on time, that's one of the most important things in the corporate world, too, is honoring your word. So, my name is Pauline Janes, English teacher. I am your corporate business English teacher, and I am here today to do my 20 minutes live with you, either on Instagram or on YouTube. The advantage of doing this live on YouTube is that you can flip through the slides that I share with you in this presentation. And my purpose of this weekly lives, we have a professional date like here. I am here only to give you information, to provide information, because at the end of the day, we are in this world to help you. I work for 22 years in the corporate world. Over the past 5 years, I help all the Brazilian professionals to boost their business English. And yes, indeed, punctuality is something that needs to be a highlight of everything. As the protocol says, last week live it was all in Portuguese. Today's live it will be all in English. For the people that are logged in on Instagram, please go to the link of my bio and then you can follow my channel on YouTube. And let's get started. Today, the topic at hand is how to create a good workplace. I mean, when you think about it, creating a good environment, it's only having friends. No, it's beyond that. Again, it's beyond that. Having friends, it's something that it's really good and it's really positive for sure. But one thing we can't forget is that we are there at the corporate world with a purpose. And what is the main purpose? Is to sell the goods, the services, or whatever it is based on the governance of the company. And this is key for all of you guys. Don't forget, we always need to create a good place at work. Why? Because we want to be nice to people. No, 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 no. We live in a society, right? So we need to fluctuate among people, even with people that we don't like, even with people we don't like, even with people we don't like. We need to pretend that we like them. For the ones that are entering in here, today's live will be all in English. And you can follow me on YouTube. Hola, hi, so hello everyone. So, working, either if you're working in a corporate job or if you're working like in a non corporate environment, you need to get along with people, even when you don't like them. So, it's an obligation to keep a healthy workplace. As everything that I always say, today's purpose is not only like sharing my experience, but it's what the market says. Like, last week, I promised you I'm gonna be like flipping around. Like last week, the live was all in Portuguese. Today's live, it's all in English. The following week, it will be all in Portuguese because you guys requested. Look at this. Workplaces are engines of philosophical health and well being. Again, it's well being because if you spend like 60 to 70% of your day among your coworkers, you're gonna be rude to them. Not, you can't. You need to be nice even with people that are not nice to you. What, teacher? Are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I'm realistic, down to earth. Look at this research. They researched 92% of everything I base in data. It's not just Paulina to try to sell a product or sell something. Look at this. They interview 92% of people. They interview 92% of people of one company. And look at this. 57% think that working for an organization that values the emotional and the well-being of the company, it's more important than anything. So if you are working in a company that you believe is toxic, that is not really giving value to for your hard skills and for your soft skills, you are in the wrong place. And don't blame high in the company. You should blame on you, because you should be trying to find another place that is suitable for your needs. I mean, nowadays, like I am 49 years old. I know I'm not old, but I'm not that young anymore. So then, and when you think about it, of the evolution, what is important right now, people are leaving the companies just because they want to continue working from home. I mean, if you are working from home and you're not eager to go to the office, people are leaving and they are trying to find something that brings emotional well-being. And this is important. And another 40%, this is not just me, this is data. And for the people that are logged in on Instagram, just go in my YouTube, go in the link of the bio of my YouTube and connect and help my engagement. Follow me on YouTube because I'm sharing the slides. Look at this. It's important for them that the company provides for them mental support, employee mental health. If you don't have a supportive job or a supportive like boss that will just like slap in your back and will say, just so nice. You're just so good. Wait until the moment you get really ill. And I'm talking about like we all get ill. I like to say, eu sou filha de Deus também. I am the daughter of Lord too, right? And sometimes I get sick. Do I want to be sick? No. But sometimes it is your body is screaming, yelling at you that you need to have mental health. Another thing, 29% of the population, they say it's important to feel well respected at work. What is respect? Is to show authority. Lê do engano. Very, no. When you are respected by your knowledge and also by the way you treat people, even in silence. Yeah, again, well respected, you are respected by your knowledge and by the way you treat people, even in silence. So people will know your true self only when you're putting pressure. And 34% respect the boundaries between work and non work time. Like, for instance, if you have a boss that gives you a ring and calls you in the middle of the night, every single day of the week and every weekend, oh my God, and you take the call, that's not their fault. It's your job to tell them, hey, this is my boundary. I am at a dinner with my family members. I am on vacation. Don't call me unless it's an emergency. We need to set boundaries. So this is very important. Like well-being. Nowadays things shift. Like when I started working, I was 20 years old. So I worked for 29 years, and I worked 22 years in the corporate world. And now I help you guys, Brazilian professionals. So mental health always comes first. It shouldn't be inverted. When I started working, it was inverted. Now people are speaking out because it's not because their pussy hurts. It's not because their pussy hurts. It's because it's a real need. There is so much information being vomited online for you guys that it's very difficult to try to get by. And creating a work environment and fostering a good atmosphere can bring. Number one, I'm gonna bring like 5 positive topics based on my corporate experience. I'm not coming up with that. But first of all, clear communication. Crystal as water. It's like me. Do I promise? What is my purpose? Já sei, teacher. Seu propósito é facilitar o inglês corporativo. Todo mundo sabe para profissionais brasileiros. Yes, it's to facilitate the business English for Brazilian professionals. Do I promise you guys are going to become fluent? No, but I'm going to facilitate by what? By having clear communication. Because if you don't have a clear communication, you as A and the person understands B, and you're gonna get a delivery of what? A C. So then when the report comes and it was not a clear communication, what's gonna happen? You're gonna have problems and you're gonna face gaps and challenges and probably will delay of the delivery of the report. So clear communication. Be the lead on this. Like make sure everybody understands. Like, do you have any ideas? Do you have any feedbacks? Do you have any insights for me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I making my point across? Like I am doing this live in English only because you guys asked me. You guys asked me 1 week in English and 1 week in Portuguese. Today is the day that I do my live of 20 minutes top. Like English and Portuguese today is in English. Why? Because you guys asked. So I did a research. I have a clear communication with my audience. It's clear communication. Another thing that really brings the sense of belonging. I love this word. Sense of belonging. O senso de pertencimento, gente. Team building activities. You need to get together. You need to get out of your like, online environment. This is what I do. I do team building. How come, teacher? I meet the student. Eu conheço os meus alunos uma vez por mês. I go for a coffee, I go for lunch, and we discuss ideas. What I can improve in my company? What are the next steps? Are people happy with my yellow files and my methodologies? Não, vocês repararam, né? Eu tô de acordo com a minha marca, a minha identidade visual. Amarelo. Amarelo, vocês gostaram, gente? Quem gostou, quero que me comentem aqui. So you need to do team building activities. You need to strengthen bonds among the colleagues. We do. It's our obligation. Even with people that you don't like. Again, even with people that you don't feel confident, like even with people that you don't like. And that enhances collaboration. And this is a golden tip right now. You know that I have like the best intention with you guys. Collaboration. Collaboration will bring what? Will bring trust as an overall. If you build trust, if somebody calls you in the middle of the night, you're going to take the call because the person already proved to you they are on time. They are building trust. They strengthen the collaboration. What activities can you build in your company? Many working in a project, for example, deployment of the ERP system for the accounting department in SAP. You need IT, you need accounting, you need a budget first, right? A big one. You need the C level, you need communication. So it's like a puzzle. And if you don't do team building activities, you are in trouble. I'm sorry to say that. For the people that are like watching me on Instagram, on YouTube, you can easily watch this live. And by the way, this live will be completely available for you guys. Number 3, moving on here, professional development opportunities. I worked in 2 companies that I think they were marvelous companies. I don't have nothing against the corporate world. In fact, I only can clap about them. But right now, I help hand by hand the corporate clients because I travel for work for 17 years. So I got really tired and fed up of traveling for work. Many people think it's so fancy, but it's not vacation. Traveling for work is traveling for work. It's work. It's serious business. Shit is shit. Sorry, sometimes I speak French. I'm sorry. So, what I think that one of the most amazing things that a company could do is for you to get out of your comfort zone. Sai da sua zona de conforto. I got out of my comfort zone. I left my comfortable position of a senior manager of international internal auditor to become with one client to become the best business English for you guys. Right now, I already had more than 430 Brazilian professionals and I'm expecting for more because if you guys succeed, I succeed too. So, professional development opportunities and how a company can do this. What I think is one of the most efficient ways, in my humble opinion, and what I read in articles, it's like doing job rotation. If you are capable to make your employees understand that you need to get out of your comfort zone, sabe, sair da casinha, you need to get out of your comfort zone. When you get out of your comfort zone, what happens? Dói, né? Dói. It hurts. And then when it hurts, you're like, it's not that difficult. Let me learn about this. And then you accumulate knowledge. So job rotation, it's one of the top things that I can think about it on professional development opportunities. Ah, mas teacher, e se minha empresa não tiver o job rotation que você está falando? No problem. You can rotate in the same, you can have a flat promotion. You can have a flat promotion. You can have a lot of titles in the same department. You're just navigating throughout the departments. I think it's awesome. And now, number 4, flexibility and inclusion. This is key nowadays. It's like the air that you breathe, like the water that I'm drinking in. The water that I'm drinking in. With the COVID pandemic that happened, we needed to have flexibility. Oh, where are you? You're not logged in. Oh my God, I woke up at 9 in the morning. Oh, I'm gonna log in. Flexibility. When people like had to start working from home and the COVID pandemic started, we didn't know what was gonna happen, right? We managed to get by. So our bosses needed to trust at the work that we were doing, and they needed to trust on what you were saying, because this is the online thing. You need to trust. You don't need to really be awake like at 7 in the morning and be there like online just to show to people. You need to deliver your job precisely. And if you're not able to deliver your job precisely, you need to inform your boss. Flexibility at your job. Oh, I'm sick. I need to take my wife to this work. This is called flexibility. Nowadays, if you don't work in a company like that, and if you don't work in a company with inclusion, with people with special needs, with Black people, we need to help these people. We need to have a company that has inclusion, where the minority can speak out, where the minority can have the same equal like opportunities as other people. So diversity, it's something that is happening throughout the years. It's a very positive thing, because if we don't have a positive like inclusion, what is going to happen? We are the same human race. It shouldn't have a distinction whatsoever, like of what it is. The only thing that matters is that in a position, if you have enough soft skills and hard skills to manage your positions, those are two different things. Inclusion, it's you put people in your company that are capable as much as other people. You give chances to people. And number 5, I mean, everybody needs to get paid. I need internet connection. I need a nice microphone. I need, you name it. I need a TV monitor, right? I live in a nice apartment. I live in a nice house. I need to survive, to get by. And how do you need to do this? By putting a price. I put a price in my products and services, as everybody knows. I have my online classes, my recorded classes, my info product from Hotmart, and I also have translations of resumes. And right now, I'm giving those free lives of tops 20, 25 minutes for you guys on YouTube. Is going to be completely available for you to watch at any time or to share with anyone you think it's important. Fair compensation. If you work in a company that does not admire your potential, it's good to have a fair compensation. I'm not saying that everyone, like the internet, sells that you need to make millions. No. When you are in the corporate world, you need to work fucking hard. Quando você tá no mundo corporativo, tu tem que trabalhar, gente. Para com essa ilusão. Isso eu vou falar em português. Para com essa ilusão que vai ganhar milhões de uma vez só. Para com essa ilusão que o marketing te vende. Again, stop with this illusion that you're gonna make 1 billion, 3 million, 3 billion, all billions in one day. At the corporate world, woohoo! That doesn't happen. You need to work hard. You need to start from the ground to the top because you're competent, because you master your soft skills and your hard skills as well. And you have the power of negotiation. Of course, obviously there are some career paths that are booming right now, right? IT, marketing, social media, robots, developers. I mean, there are many career paths. Imagine you, I opened my business, like online business, probably 20 years ago. I would have never opened. So, fair compensation. Hear me out, people. Hold my hand. Segura minha mão. So, clear communication, team building activities, professional development opportunities, flexibility and inclusion. and fair compensation. In my humble opinion, of the 22 years of experience in the past 5 years teaching you the best business English, those are the key for your success at your workplace. And never forget, you need to be there even for people that you don't feel confident. You just need to learn to walk on eggshells, and you need to understand blow by blow what is happening. And of course, I'm gonna try to show, like here, I have my info product, How to Succeed in a Job Interview in English, where it's a course that is in Hotmart for any people that would like to acquire this. You go to my link of the bio, and then you have that wonderful course. It was my first info product. Can you believe I have an info product right now in addition to my online classes? So if you know somebody that is in need to have a great How to Succeed in a Job Interview in English, How to Succeed in a Job Interview in English, that's the secret. You have 6 chapters in there with all the my failures and my successes in one single course. That's a powerful tool where I took a long time to prepare this. It's right there, available for all the Brazilian professionals. And don't forget, we need to master our talent. If people help me, I will help you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop me a note. I am on Instagram. I am at Paulina Ijanes English Teacher. I am on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. And of course, never forget the power of the networking, the power of building a good team workplace to work for. Not because you want recognition, because we're among people of human race and you need to do your best. A vida é aqui agora, não espera mais. Monja coin. It's life. It's right here, right now. You don't settle for less. And now I'm going to be closing because 20 minutes stop. See you next week. If you know anybody, just share my Instagram page and you help in my engagement as well. And I'm going to close this with my famous hello, everyone, and bye now. And I see you next week at 8 p.m. sharp in our professional date. Bye now.